Hello everyone. So now I will discuss the EMF equation of a DC generator. So let us consider the parameters. So first I will take pi. Pi is the magnetic flux per pole. So in Weber. And next parameter I will take Z. Z is equal to total number of armature conductors and next I will take the number of poles P and N, that is the speed of armature, in RPM, revolutions per minute. And next EG is the EMF of a generator. That is EMF per parallel path, because we have number of parallel paths like wave winding and lap winding. That's why EMF per parallel path. And last one, that is A. A is equal to what? It is a number of parallel paths in DC machine. Okay, and how many number of parallel paths? We have again two types. A will be equal to 2 for wave winding. Already we have discussed in the previous lecture. In wave winding, the total number of parallel paths will be equal to 2, irrespective of the number of poles of the machine. And for lap winding, the number of parallel paths is equal to as the number of poles of the machine. That's why A is equal to P for lap, A is equal to 2 for wave. That is, A means total number of parallel paths in DC machine. Okay. So now these are all the parameters we have considered. So now I will take, so how much flux can be cut by one conductor in one revolution of the armature. Okay, afterwards total number of conductors will be considered. So the first point is the magnetic flux cut by single conductor, means one conductor in one rotation of the armature or one revolution of the armature. So when the armature rotates one complete cycle, one complete rotation, then how much flux cut by one conductor? So that we are doing first. So the total magnetic flux cut by one conductor. So as for the Faraday's electromagnetic induction, the total EMF generated or EMF induced will be equal to d pi by dt. Okay. So here, what do you mean by d pi? It's a change in flux. So change in flux is equal to what? It depends upon the number of poles of the machine into the flux per pole. So that is equal to what? Total change in flux. And tt means time taken for one revolution, that is 60 by n second. So now I can write the EMF generated per conductor is equal to d pi by dt. d pi means p into pi, dt means 60 by n. So simply you will get p pi n by 60. So the total EMF generated per conductor will be equal to d pi by dt, which is equal to, substitute the value of d pi, p into pi, dt 60 by n, so p pi n by 60. So but in the DC machine we have number of parallel path. Okay, that's why. So the EMF of generator will be equal to EG. G means generator, E is the EMF. So Eg is equal to EMF per parallel path. EMF per parallel path. So here I will consider. So EM per parallel path means first I will take EMF per conductor, because already we have done this. How much EMF generated per conductor, that is P pi n by 60 into, there are many number of coils, conductors will be used in series per parallel path. That's why number of, there's only one conductor we have taken here, but we have many number of conductors. That's why multiply by number of conductors in series, that too per parallel path, again not complete machine, it's per parallel path. Okay, that's why. So P pi n EMF per conductor is equal to P pi n by 60 into number of conductors in series per parallel path, means number of conductor means it is Z per parallel path, per number of parallel paths means we are taking A, that's why Z by A. That is the total EMF of the generator. So simply I can, same thing I can write as P pi Zn by 60 into A. Same equation, P pi Nz or P pi Zn by 60 into A. That is the total EMF of the generator. So this is the equation we got. Okay, now just to understand, so where in this case A is equal to 2 for wave winding and A is equal to P for lap winding. Okay, so in the numericals it will be mentioned that wave winding or lap winding. In that case, this is the EMF equation of a generator, but what to take A is equal to 2 if it is a wave winding, A is equal to P means number of poles if it is a lap type of winding. Or else you can simplify, if it is, if you take A is equal to 2, not necessary, just for your understanding, if it is A is equal to 2, then Eg equal to what? E P pi Zn by 60 into 2, that is P pi Zn by 120. So if it is a wave winding, directly you can take this equation, or else you can take always this equation, then you can substitute. So this only will get. And what happens if is A is equal to P, then EMF of generator will be equal to P pi Zn by 60 into A means P. Instead of A, substitute P. So P will be get cancelled. So only you will get pi Zn by 60 if it is a lap type of winding. Okay, but this is the main equation of EMF equation of a generator, but here A indicates wave winding for A is equal to 2 and A is equal to P for lap winding. Then if you substitute, these are the equations you will get. Okay, I hope you understand the EMF equation of a DC generator. In the next lecture I will discuss the numericals on EMF equation of a DC generator. Thank you.